Hello, all of you World Warcraft players. This is Trevin from Steam Wheel Cartel, and I'm going to show you how to make quite a bit of gold. Alright, this gold making tip is located at Storm Peaks, northeast Storm Peaks actually, at Frostflow Deep Cave. The coordinates are 6242, and it's located by the Temple of Life if you don't have really good navigating skills. Okay. Now to do this, all you really need is pretty much just good gear and not being able to die. Paladins and Blood Death Knights are amazing for this. This guy right here has been botting for about, I think, 3 days or so. And it's really annoying whenever they're here, but it's funny if they fail. I saw a guy that couldn't get past these rocks over here. But anyways, there are two sides of the cave, so if one side is being botted, you can pretty much just go to the other side and make even, well, you kind of break even on how much you make. Now these guys drop many things from vendor trash, greens, and crystallized fire. Crystallized fire is sells on my server for 3 gold, 60 silver each, and a stack is probably about 34 gold. It takes probably about 5 minutes to get a stack, but that's just not even a rough estimate. That I was just guessing off the top of my head. But yeah, this is probably one of the best gold making tips that you could probably ever take is this one. But yeah, after farming farming crystallized fire at Frostflow Deep Cave, I gained about 245 gold in greens, vendor trash, and crystallized fire. Please note that there was a botter there with me, and that kind of decreased my gold because he was really good, and there was another botter that showed up whenever this was happening. Alright, for my second gold making tip, it's located at the Ice Crown Glacier at 4257. It's located right next to that word. I can't even pronounce that, but it's located to the left of it, or west, right above the conflagration. This is probably one of the most fun, because for one reason, you can just rape anything that pretty much walks. They are not very powerful at all. Actually, they really suck. They're not even close to being powerful. But you can pretty much live through anything that they throw at you, because they don't ever hit. And all they drop is Frostweave Cloth. Occasionally greens. I've only got a few here. But if you're ever bored out of your mind, just come here and make a crapload of gold. The mobs spawn extremely fast. They drop anywhere from, I think, I've gotten 45 silver one time, but yeah, that was pretty lucky, I have to say. These warders, they are actually, or wanderer, these drop pretty good too, but yeah. The mobs, they spawn easily. They really don't take any time at all to spawn. It takes maybe 15 seconds, if that, for your last mob that you just killed to spawn. After farming at the Ice Crown Glacier, after about 30 minutes, I made 360 gold, including everything from greens to vendor trash and cash. Alright, but last but not least, my favorite above all of the other gold making tips. This is my favorite because look at all the rhinos. My viewing distance is on low right now because my computer sucks at my house. But if I go to my dad's, I will record a brand new guide and then post it for you guys. But here we go. All you need is just 450. Well, you don't need 450 skinning, but you need a relatively high skinning, 375, I think, or something like that. Well, all you need for this is to be able to pull a lot of them. If you're not able to pull a lot of them, don't even attempt this, because without pulling a lot of them, this is the most useless guide you could ever possibly use. because as you can see, they die really, 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 really fast. And I can kill a crapload at once because I'm a paladin, and they are overpowered, which is just great. Um, they drop anywhere from borean leather scraps, borean leather, arctic fur, chilled meat, matted fur, and all that crap, um, and rhino meat, which sells pretty good, and that's what you're probably going to be aiming for the most on your server, is the meat that they drop and leather scraps and leather. Arctic fur drops whenever you skin them. That's why if you aren't a skinner, wouldn't really recommend this all that much, but you can still get pretty much a good amount of gold out of it. Here, I usually, on average, make about 700 to 800 gold per hour here, or per 45 minutes. Um, I think that's pretty good, honestly. But if you think otherwise and you have a better way of making gold, just please post a comment or comment on my channel with your way of making the money, because I want to know and I will include it in my guide and give you credits for it. If you did hear Robot Chicken, my last little announcing, I am sorry. Yes, I love that show. But anyways, after farming 30 minutes at Borean Tundra below Amber Ledge, farming woolly rhinos, I gained about 375 gold. This was because I did not get just one, or I only got one Arctic fur, but I got a lot of or not chilled, but I got a lot of rhino meat and a lot of Borean leather. A few chilled meat, but that's not really what I'm aiming for in this whole thing. Well, guys, I thank you for taking the time to see my first money making gold tip, whatever you want to call it, guide. If you don't like it, please post me a comment on why you don't like it, and I will be making more if I get enough replies/views. Just reply. All right, thanks, guys. And if you want to pop in Steam Little Cartel and say hello to Trevin, it has two N's, not one. I raid a lot, so yeah. See you later.